Yo, what's going on? So this is our last video of the Assassin's Creed series. And I just thank you so much for, your patience and time. But this is it, man. Connor and General Lee are finally going to meet head to head. The battle is over as far as the Assassins and the Templars. Um, First of all, I just want to thank you guys so much, man, for all those who have followed and subscribed to the channel, who has been interested in the story, who has been blessed by getting an understanding of what I was trying to do with the Assassin's Creed series. Now, we know that there are many subliminal messages hidden in the game. Some, I would say, hidden. Some would say not hidden. But the tone of the game is always to make the assassins seem like they were the good guys. The creed that they go by, the moves that they make behind the scene are just as wicked, actually, as the Templars. So we ask ourselves at the end of the day, who's the real enemy? Murder with the cause, is that justifiable? Controlling things in history to pursue one's own agenda, is that justifiable? As time went on, we begin to see what was going on behind closed doors. The spirituality, the hidden Illuminati symbols, and the tone that the series has given. Now, before we continue, someone will say, are you bashing Assassin's Creed? I'm not bashing Assassin's Creed at all. I'm from a moral standpoint, Assassin's Creed is a very quality game. There's a lot of good input was put in it. A lot of thought was done by the artists and the developers. But when we talk about the messages given, and when people be blinded by not receiving the messages given, by only saying, oh, this is hot, I got a 30 kill streak or 120 kill streak, and not paying attention to what's being told and programmed through their minds, then that's where we have the problem. And that's what I've been trying to do through the grace of God, is open up the minds of people that they may see,
why would they leave this behind?
And understand. I'll let you listen to this dialogue.
Long have we waited for you to return. You have done as we asked. You have succeeded.
No! I have failed! My people are gone! Chased out by those who I thought would protect them!
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
This?
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look, and then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
You have saved this place, as was your people's purpose, and that matters most.
It is not enough.
It will never be enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again. Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
Now, these beings that the assassins have been talking to throughout the course of the franchise, some would say, oh, they're the ones that come before, blah, 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 blah. The beings that they have been talking to are called the Nephilim. Okay, and many people try to use spiritual things from the Word of God and try to say, oh, about the Nephilim, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so these beings that has been talking to the assassins throughout time, throughout the modern era, throughout the Civil War, throughout the pirate era, throughout the French era, all the eras that the Assassin's Creed took place, these so-called beings were there to orchestrate and manipulate the assassins into fulfilling their agenda. My people, those were no more than demonic spirits, okay? And you said, well, Siege, are you reaching, man? It sounds like you're reaching. I never played Assassin's Creed from a point of view where the story was I was blinded to. I always played it from a spiritual aspect when I became, more knowledgeable of what's going on. When I became knowledgeable of what's going on, then that's when I was like, boom, there's something deep behind it. So now that we're looking at it, now that we're playing it, now that we understand that the demonic spirits, I want you to understand that. Don't get caught up in the story. These demonic spirits, these evil angels, has been manipulating man throughout history for their own agenda, okay? And you will see that. You will see that more and more in this final episode of Assassin's Creed 3. Now there is a what is it? DLC with George Washington, where he's standing in the middle of the all CNI. You gotta find him because he's been possessed. Y'all forgive me for the notifications. Also, for now I'm gonna have to turn off my notifications when doing videos. But George Washington is standing in the midst of an all-seeing eye. Okay, so now that they found the artifact, you will see what I mean. How the demonic spirits were manipulating man throughout time to fulfill their own agenda. Desmond Miles, I haven't explained him because we haven't seen that much a part of him. He is the avatar for all of this. Okay, every assassin from Altair to Ezio, Edward, and Connor are his ancestors. The machine that he sits in allows him to go back in time through his mind, through his DNA of his ancestors, that they may try to find this artifact called the Apple of Eden that will control the world, and the Templars want this device to control the world, to control mankind. So, as we about to see, Desmond Miles has to make a choice on what he would do, and he would try to make a moral decision. But now, don't forget, these are not Nephilim. These are not the ones that come before. These are demonic spirits, okay? And we talk about mystery religion a lot.
Moment of truth.
Where did mystery religion come from? Where did it start? Of course, we know that it started with paganism, and mystery religion started with Lucifer. But his evil angels and demons and chief demons, etc., going to and fro, helping to manipulate, orchestrate history. So the knowledge that man has had throughout time, where we can say, what knowledge was he given that they built the pyramids and all this ancient technology that man has forgotten, or etc., etc. They was given this wisdom from evil angels. And man has received knowledge from God, but I truly believe knowledge to destroy, wisdom that was used to destroy or to serve some other type of pagan god or pagan worship, I know deep down in my heart that it was inspired by the devil. With that being said, man, we're about to get to the final decision, the final story of Desmond, Assassin's Creed 3, And I thank you for watching. I may say something else, but it's time for us to listen. Peace.
Here, at last. You know our story now. Of how we tried. Of how we failed. All our hopes extinguished. Save one. Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait! Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only one?
What the hell is going on here?
You must not free her.
Free her?
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you, that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinny and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
If you heed Minerva, the sun will have its way. The ground will crack and spit fire into the skies. All the world will burn. But this does not end the world, merely heralds its arrival. Darkness follows. Then you emerge, resolving to lay a foundation that such a tragedy does not befall the world again. You will become a symbol to those who survive. Hope, knowledge, determination. You will inspire them to rebuild, to thrive once more. And as the world heals, so too will humanity. But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory. A legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero, later as a legend, and in time, as a god. It is the cruelest fate, to have written words that meant well, and see them made wicked and unwise. What was meant to encourage life, used instead to justify taking it.
She wanted to turn him into the Antichrist.
So now you see that what was shall be again.
A depopulation
So
of the
tell me,
world.
how is this better?
And Desmond becomes an Antichrist.
She would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew? This world has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
must not do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Then the consequences of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away from here as you can.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
There isn't time.
Son.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
It's some sort of global aurora borealis. Never seen anything like this before. Eyewitnesses describe electrical storms and erratic displays of unusual weather. Residents are being asked to remain inside and wait for geological surveys are now reporting seismic activity throughout the Ring of Fire. Northeastern Canada is said to be experiencing the largest on record. Satellites and transformers are failing as the flare increases in intensity. Worldwide reports of blackouts seems to be receding. Residual seismic and volcanic activity is being reported, but nothing approaching earlier levels. Obviously, it will be a while before experts are able to assess the full extent of the damage caused by today's event. But it appears the worst is behind us. We'll be sure to bring you more as this story develops.
It is done. The world is saved. You played your part well, Desmond. But now it's time that I played mine.
Family, I thank you for watching. Let's get ready for Assassin's Creed Origins. Peace, love, and God bless.